It was in the early 1960s, at the height of the liberation struggle, when the global movement against apartheid intensified. The world called for the isolation of South Africa. Sport became a battlefield, boycotts mount against apartheid regime. Sport was used as a weapon, a powerful form of protest to pressure the apartheid regime. South Africa was expelled from FIFA in 1976. The South African soccer body was officially expelled from FIFA. The dream of the global football recognition was lost, but not forever. Despite the ban, South African soccer stars were making waves abroad. Kaizer Motaung, Atlanta Chiefs in the United States of America. Jomo Sono, New York Cosmos in the United States of America. Kalamazoo Mukoni, legendary striker in the US. They kept the spirit of South African football alive, showing the world that talent knows no borders. With the dawn of democracy in 1994, South Africa was reunited with the global football family. A new national team was formed, one that will reflect the nation's diversity and aspirations. The birth of a new team, the future begins. Later, the team was affectionately known as Bafana Bafana. The name stuck. Bafana Bafana's first attempt of qualifying for the World Cup was in 1992. The team didn't make it, but it was just the beginning. It was in 1996 that the boys became men. South Africa hosted and won the Africa Cup of Nations. Legends were born. In 1997, the first World Cup qualification, that momentum carried the team to their first World Cup in France in 1998. A historic announcement that South Africa was back on the world stage. Inspired, the South African Football Association, with full government support, launched a bid to host the 2006 FIFA World Cup.
Try and force his way through, back into the arms of Samba.
President Nelson Mandela's successor, Thabo Mbeki, inherited the dream. A new determined bid committee was formed. They crisscrossed the globe, lobbying, convincing, building bridges.
While we were on Robben Island, the only access to a FIFA World Cup would have been through radio. Football offered the only joyful release to the prisoners. Since that time, so much has changed. As I stand before you as part of the South African delegation, I can confirm that we are ready, able, willing, and capable, as well as passionate, about hosting the 2010 FIFA World Cup. You, my friends, have it in your hands to make that dream a reality.
I'm also privileged to convey to you our deep-felt gratitude for giving the peoples of Africa the possibility to host the Soccer World Cup. The historic decision you took has made the unequivocal statement that you, the leaders of world soccer, are firmly of the view that Africa's time has come. Today and tomorrow, the eyes of 800 million Africans will be focused on FIFA House. It is true that each one of these Africans will be waiting in tense expectation to see which among our sister countries will have the privilege to host the 2010 Soccer World Cup. But these millions of Africans will also be united by the common desire to hear that distinguished executive committee has taken its earlier decision to its logical conclusion by electing one of our countries to host the 2010 Soccer World Cup. As you know so well, Mr. President and honorable members of the Executive Committee, these millions have embarked on an exciting human journey. This is an African journey of hope, hope that in time we will arrive at a future when our continent will be free of wars, of refugees and displaced people, free of tyranny, of racial, ethnic, and religious divisions and conflicts, of hunger and the accumulated weight of centuries of the denial of our human dignity.
In May 15, 2004, FIFA announces South Africa as the 2010 FIFA World Cup host.
I discovered it with you. Connu? The 2010 FIFA World Cup will be organized in South Africa.
Was in Geneva in 2000 when this historic moment was witnessed by many in the room and also in South Africa. A proud moment for the country. Bafana Bafana automatically qualified as host nation. The world came to Africa for the first time. The dream of Nelson Mandela became a reality. Though Bafana Bafana did not advance to the knockout stage, the tournament was a triumph for Africa. It has taken more than a decade for the Bafana Bafana to fight their way into the World Cup qualification. This time, they earned it. The boys are back. As they prepare for the 2026 World Cup in the Americas, the team has used the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco to sharpen their game. While the team didn't go far enough, it was a tournament that provided the opportunity for the technical team to address weaknesses.
I will start to analyze and see what we have to do for the next 2 weeks and trying to be stronger on the World Cup.
The CAF president says that's what AFCON is all about.
We are now at a stage where we play against the best football nations, not just in Africa, but also in the world. And we have to keep investing, particularly in our young boys and young girls, in our youth, and make sure that club football in South Africa, and of course my responsibility is South Africa and the continent, the whole of the continent, but work together more with the football leadership in South Africa. The partnership between SAFA and the PSL is very important, and support their cooperation, ensure that there's also support from government because and the private sector. What is clear to me is that many of the African countries on the continent that have done exceptionally well have got enormous support from their governments and from their partnerships and from the private sector in particular. South Africa, as I've said on numerous occasions, should be a football powerhouse. We've got enormous talent, God-given talent that's excellent on the continent, amongst the best in the world. I mean, the skills and the ball control and just the capacity to dribble past opposition players. It's something that's inborn. You see it in the townships, in the rural areas, young boys and now, of course, as well, young girls just have this God-given talent. And that's what's required to compete against the best.
It's hoped that the team will emulate the unity, discipline, and passion of the class of 1996, from isolation to inspiration, from silence to stadiums roaring with hope. Bafana Bafana's journey is not just about football. It is also a symbol of South Africa's resilience. Sophie Mokoena, SABC News, Johannesburg.